They can ask questions if through the phone line will be open later on the program. For wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. And in the second segment of the Epic Morning Show with Marion Precious Church, they can give you the front pages of the newspaper them across the country, and also they invite analysts for analyze the newspaper there, and of course talk about issues them we day in the newspaper than day this morning. So stay tuned. We got a lot of things in store for Una this morning. So we hot topic of discussion. I mean, I can tell us here we bring in topic then we we need people who can discuss. I mean, critically get them views and we stand for the truth. So with topic of discussion, look at the recent pattern of disagreement between ministers and directors and what message does it send. So we can look at that particular side where we ministers and the directors do not seems for the see eye to eye. I mean, so we're coming to look into that. And no one on side, thank you very much. Keep it epic. I mean, it's raining out there, and a lot of people struggle for making their way through to starting to go this morning, but just keep the 50 G's high. So we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll go take a motivational message for today. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So our motivational message for today is unity, strength, and when we come together, nothing can tear us apart. Unity, strength, when we come together, nothing can tear us apart. I mean, this is so much important for us to be together, make we stand firm, stay together, and nothing no go separate we. This is so much important, whatever organization, office, whatever space you find yourself. I mean, all try for it together so that we go for push whatever work or duties or responsibility we get tired of, we will do one together, we will be successful. This is now morning's message for today, the 24th day of September 2025. Stay tuned.
Unite, unite, Africa. Unite, let's unite, Africa. Unite, Africa. Let's unite, let's unite, unite. Oh. I wanna know what's going on in Africa. Can somebody please tell me what thing that happened in Africa? Everywhere you go, we don't even show love no more. A nation against nation, brother against his own brother. Yeah. And just as we keep on fighting, the women and children starving, and then the youth stand crying, and innocent people dying. But let's forget about our differences and come together, live in peace, hold hands in unity.
Much money go to good, it don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, it don't come for you.
Give me the wallet. Let's see for start.
Orange your bundle, you get voice data and of course SMS in one sweet dial. So just dial *88# and of course stay connected however you like. So you can also grab it on Maxit as well. So your bundle, one bundle, one bundle, all of course the beneficiary. And that's not the important message from Orange. Try very hard for join the family, and you will join the family. I mean, enjoy the service that we Orange they provide. All right, and welcome to the breaking news highlights on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And of course, joining me in the studio this morning is Usman Ibrahim. Usman, good morning. And what's breaking on the show this morning?
Good morning, Ivan. Let's go straight now into our headlines. Now, the Minister of Energy, President of Salon, and Chairman of ECOWAS, Julius Maada Bio, don't get one more title added to a name as the first ever African president to be appointed as the eminent person or chief spokesperson for the G7 plus. That's the group of 7 plus fragile and conflict-related countries. Them, one organization where countries were affected by war and other natural disasters. Them found in 2010. That's not during the term of former President Ernest Bai Koroma as the eminent person. President Biogo turned the global advocate for all other member countries them that the international platform they like IMF, World Bank, and the United Nations as it will raise issues of peace, state building, and development for fragile countries. Now, the G7 plus countries, the group of 7 plus fragile economies, them the founding members them in 2010. Now, Afghanistan, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Solomon Islands. So President Julius Maada Bio, chairman of ECOWAS and president of Salon, don't become the first ever African president for be given the honors for lead the G7 plus of fragile economies.
It's a good news, and of course, first African, and of course, inclusive. You will see Argentina or Afghanistan in that list today, and of course, Liberia, Somalia, South Sudan, and
I think all of these countries
all
these countries come after 2010 because the founding members of the G7 plus countries. Now these countries that were just named these countries like Sierra Leone, Solomon Island, and others them form the G7 plus in 2010, and then this Argentina and so all come later. I mean, say G7 plus. That more than 20 countries then will be part of the organization.
Okay, well, it's a good news. Well, one for see how the presidents will use that space day for advocates for peace. I mean, focus now for talk about peace, how those countries, and how for sustain peace. Because at some point you want to look at say Salon, we peaceful. I mean, in as much as we get with internal differences, we still struggle with. But we are peaceful. Absolutely. And the president self gets a major role. Remember from 1996. People can say, we all believe say the president is father of democracy. From the NPRC to that of the democratic governance structure, and also you want to see that the president is fit. And congratulations to him.
Well, it only get the positions them for lead global and regional peace them. For example, he's the chairman of ECOWAS, and we don't serve as president of the UN Security Council just a few months ago. And then in November this year again, President Biogo served as president of the UN Security Council, just as Salon they ready for vacates in seats that the council for make way for Liberia and the DRC for take over from the seat.
Congratulations to him.
I'll go straight now to other breaking news. And Salon Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs Nabila Fayeda Tunis will receive an award as the best Minister of Tourism na the Akwaba Travel Market 2025 na Lagos, Nigeria. Minister Tunis also received award as one of the top 100 African travel and tourism personality them. Minister Tunis tell thank to the team who represent Salon na Nigeria and self-commend the entire tourism sector for the tireless efforts to promote the country tourism industry.
Well, one for say congratulations to the Minister of Tourism. Akwaba na one kind of space or one kind of platform where they bring African countries in together for showcase within and get as a country. For this year's it was on the 14th to the 16th, and it was about 5,500 participants per day in that party. So and this is the first time we Salon they participate, and so for the minister for back that award day, it's a plus for Sierra Leone. It shows that development they take place back home. So one for congratulate the minister in terms of showcasing our culture or whatever international level.
I think it's good. Africans see this sort of shift to the tourism sector this BNTM. We get countries like Bahrain, for example, we solely depend on tourism in the economy. Just like Salon for over the past decades depend on diamonds. That countries will depend on tourism for survive, to keep the country up and running. And the name also given Akwaba, that's like welcome in Ghanaian language. So I think an African vibe for Africa for promote the African tourism. And that's all the breaking news this morning.
Thank you very much, Usman Ibrahim for the breaking news highlights, and stay tuned again tomorrow for another edition of the breaking news highlights. But before we go to a topic of discussion and traveling signal, stay connected wherever you go with your Orange roaming internet package. Choose from daily, weekly, or monthly bundle, and of course keep browsing, chatting, and streaming without stress. And you no need for change. You see, just dial *266# or use the #1 *444*5#, and of course press 7 via Orange Money. So you can also grab it on Maxit as well, and Orange roaming bundle. Stay online anywhere and of course at any time. So we'll go for a break, and when we come back, we'll go deep into the topic of discussion. Stay tuned.
Hey Maria, I see say you give small marks of sling back. You know say you get so sugar, eh?
I know, but he asked for fending where he like. Nothing again I go able game.
You don't try Sierra juice. Now you know mommy they give me picking them. You know get better sugar or you compare them to the other juice. In fact, the natural thing them they use for make them, we flop with thing them where they nourish the body, and that's the air for make picking grow fine.
Talk true. I'm glad for you this one. But the body no more is good for, or is sweet na more?
My sister is sweet. Say, make I tell you the best part. Sierra juice they support the local economy. As na Salonia and they get all the things they would they use to make the juice. It better for we picking them and we come free.
Wow. I know we know all this. At the beginning, Max Sierra juice want them. Also, I go able to know more about them.
Now for check the research lab. They don't do all the studies for back 'em up. Sierra juice now the smart and healthy choice for picking them.
For more information, call 077 600 000. Sierra juice. The taste of Salon.
Buy that stuff for yourself, buy top up for yourself. Use the Orange Money booty and no worry.
Tire for one on again, just for go buy top up. With Orange Money, you don't need for do am again. If you gain the camo, the sand auto, or you just want for sit down cozy inside your house, you can buy top up right from your phone. Dial #144*5#. You don't need for observe the weather, bet traffic, or travel and launch you them again. Orange Money, they put the power in your hand. Will they allow you to buy top up anytime, any side? Simply use the Orange Money app or dial #144*5# for buy top up for yourself.
Dial #144*5#.
All right, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM at the eastern part of Wheaton, and also our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So they can look at the recent pattern of disagreement and between the ministers and that of directors, and reacting, sorry, whose message, this they actually sent. And 2025 don't be a year we look at such kind of thing. Don't they happen? It only happened before, but it's about 4 ministries now so far, or even more. Don't get disagreements with probably directors or whatever. We'll start off with the Minister of Social Welfare. Melrose Kaminte. We get an issue with the Commissioner for Disability Commission, Vandy, and of course over. I think this, you make a member, there was this 1 million project where the minister be secure. It go now the Ministry of Information, then press briefing with Encrol, and every Tuesday talk about this. I think on the 11th of July, I be host the commissioner, the former commissioner, Vandy, and then we get issue with that money day. Instead we talk say, well, the minister be sakam on no insuram. And when we go to a press conference, they be therefore introduce a new commissioner. Just 3 days after Vandy Conenfield say, well, it don't sakam. So there was this tussle. Reports on corruption, Kainsai, ACCCF, and that's another one. So we look at the Minister of Environment and that of NPAA. Of course, it's an ongoing situation. But one thing we are capturing all this where they happen, there are some amount of allegation of corruption, and you want for wonder how active ACC don't be in there, because when 2 people in a get plaba, I'll tell you, if 2 parties in the fet, you go find out say secrets the most common ado. So plenty secrets don't the common ado in there. Disagreements or then issues that will happen. You look at the one of that of the Minister of Environment and that of the NPAA, MDG. Of course, then they're in a situation where they need to see eye to eye. I mean, when you look for close resource or close sources, they will tell you, see, well, the DGCF being involved in some activities, XYZ, but I mean, it's still ongoing. Of recent, as Monday, we see workers of the Ministry of Works, I mean, then close the months by people who go work, say, well, they don't go work because of them feel like the Minister of Works, Dennis Sandy, safe, they misuse power. I mean, but prior to that 1 week, I think the Minister of Works, Dennis Sandy, be suspend the professional head. I think something Bokari, because of this is at some point, this will come as a breaking news that 5 presidential lodge will be constructed in 5 districts, and this not to something we plenty salon people actually aware of. I mean, when I saw that, I was like, this is happening in the country, and it seems to be dark. So how that process they for go through, according to the minister, is well the professional head staff need to do what it's supposed to do. I mean, some mismanagement, they how so. These are secrets them where they come on do. And other fraction of people look at it, well, the minister no get rights for suspender because he was suspended sometime last week. And he said that for I think he pull himself in a meeting, he say, well, if I left the meeting at that particular point it's because they under suspension. So there's so much going on, but one thing, these presidential appointments, them, especially like you look at commissioners or DGs or whatever, some of their appointments there, well, I can't say for the professional head of the Ministry of Works, but let's talk about them presidential appointment there. There are 2 presidential appointments. I mean, the minister self na president they appoint them. The DGs or commissioner or you name it, then self na president they appointed them. But based on recommendation of the whether the minister or whatever. But is it those heads get the rights for suspend them people and they, or probably the one for the ATSPA, well, we equal because of we both now got presidents they appoint we. So there is so much for us to discuss in the program this morning. I mean, let us know because this don't be, I think 4 or 5 in just 2025. I mean, so it's a concern. And I talk about we motivational message this morning, unity strength. So waiting the apple now we country. So they can talk to Honorable Bamichidi, and of course we're now a political analyst, and also we talk to Solomon Sundu, the CEO of Be Found, and also Melvin T. Manasari, we're a journalist. Then 3 guys are going to join me in the studio shortly for me to discuss on which topic of discussion. Stay tuned.
Africa, unite, let's unite, Africa. Unite, Africa, let's unite, let's unite, unite. Oh. I wanna know what's going on in Africa. Can somebody please tell me what's in that happen in Africa? Everywhere you go, we don't even show love. A nation against nation, brother against his own brother. Yeah. And just as we keep on fighting, the women and children starving, and then the youth stand crying. And innocent people and dying. Let's forget about our differences and come together, live in peace, hold hands in unity, because we all one family. It doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't really matter what your color. Yeah, from the north, south, east, and west, Africans, we all one people. So please let's stop the fight. Africa is all we got. I'm the people ever let's unite. Oh yeah.
All right, before I introduce my guest, show the program, whether you dey plan for space you birth, or prevent unwanted pregnancy, Lydia has you covered. choose from the range of Lydia contraceptive method that will suit your lifestyle. I mean, opts from Lydia post pill as you go to emergency pill, the Lydia daily pill as your regular contraceptive pill, or the Lydia IUD as your long-term contraceptive method, or the Lydia Firm 3 injectable as your 3-month stress-free protection. I mean, contact our call center on 5225 or message us on WhatsApp at 078 859-148. I mean, for more information, any information you won't forget. I mean, so with Lydia, you truly decide. I mean, this advert has been vetted and approved by the Pharmacy Board of Sierra Leone. So, and I mean, lines with this make a step into the program. Now I get Honorable Bamichidi. I mean, Honorable, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Well, good morning, Ivan.
And of course, we get Solomon Sundu of the CEO of Be Found. I mean, Solomon Sundu, good morning.
Good morning.
I think it's the first time we get conversation together.
No, I think we don't get conversation before this time.
All right, so we can talk about, I mean, very serious issues. I mean, issue we get to do with we ministers and that of then directors them not seem so they see eye to eye, and this well probably somebody want to look and say it disturb the work in the country. Is it battle for supremacy, or that you feel like one will assume the position of the boss and all? But Honorable Bamichidi, let's start off with you. I mean, this don't happen. I made mention of the Minister of Social Welfare and that of the Commissioner of Disability Commission, and also the Minister of Environment and that of NPAA, and now we see the Minister of Works and that of the professional head of the Ministry of Works. So let's start off. I mean, you don't been in Parliament for quite a long time, from 2002. I don't think that the system is long enough.
The nonsense with the gun with the control.
So you want for Taga's nonsense? Why nonsense?
Why nonsense? You see, sometimes when we get a appointment, they spend money, but come on, they go to retreat, they say they do induction for parliamentarians, for ministers, and they call it retreat. But let's look at it. And that thing, they will not be the ground rule. You work that for being minister policy for the government. Not so? The professional and their own duty for controlling staff, and they have their own civil service code. I can remember once one minister be saying I want the permanent secretary. In the permanent secretary no answer herself. He said let's transfer. Now he said he puts me here under Pashekins. I can remember it. It's not possible. You see, when everybody's indiscriminate sending on leave or not, let us try to do these things. If we are saying these things were wrong, doing Shaka, tell Momo, tell everybody, we will not learn from those experiences. A professional is a professional. A civil servant is a civil servant. Go to public service commission and they get the
Is it that the ministers then they overstep the boundaries?
They don't know what they do. How you go begin sack more so you put on it? Likewise, me no go sack you to me put you a president put you there. You see, these are the things. Let us the line for day. And for who begin to take these contract officers, where you see you get book a camera, see in a contract, you begin pay and different from the civil servant doing the same job. I think all these things go wrong. Let us try to correct some of these things. Either they don't spend years to make this upwards. This is AYV, the reform secretariat. What have they done from Pakaba? They let not do it. So I make people don't know their right and their left.
Most of their appointments then when are the president to do? I mean, based on the recommendation from
but then it goes to parliament. Then it goes to parliament.
But based on the recommendation of the ministers then.
Sometimes on the president, not collective responsibility. That because you recommend me for putting me at your own will. No. That's wrong.
Solomon Sundula bring you into this. I mean, whether it's the same view or you get a different view.
On the issue of ministers doing otherwise, or ministers and their subordinates, you refer to directors or permanent secretary or whatever nomenclature you get for give them. I want for believe say in those ministries, departments and agencies, we say the minister, not the president, they appoints them. We say within the ministries, departments and agencies, the professional heads them always they in those days we talk about HRMO in the setting of promotions, how the stations in the work, it don't different over the years, like hold on this year. Yeah. Then they just like waiting my co-panelists to talk about, for distinguish the role between the minister and the professional heads. I think it's a thing way a day. And as they talk about induction or retreats, I believe say for any minister or like we government they take over, the first thing we get for know where you go na any ministry, you know the appointee from the president, and you go meet people who are professional heads where they start for example the permanent secretary in a head of the ministry. You talk about the directorates, where perhaps you get directorates of finance, directorates of human resource. These are all the professional heads. You talk about accountants, you talk about procurement. These are all professional heads where they work for different from all other things, even though they work in tangents. For example, in the area of instructions, it cascade down. When you talk about administrative role, when documents they go perhaps to the permanent secretary the many times.
So in this situation, I mean, waiting only happen systematically in the country. I mean, you want for agree to me say the minister probably for the oversee the ministries in there, or probably the department where they under those ministries. I mean, you want for say some people may tend for say you talk about say if in terms of some people go on for look at in the situation why people go on for define what the minister they say.
No, well, you see now the understanding and the as I tell you before, when it comes and promotion, we talk about the HRM where you go through then cadres. In other words, you get cadres them. They will tell you, say, you get grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. When people don't know they go with that, you understand? You didn't know the job etiquette. You didn't know exactly your role as professional. And if you didn't follow me, good governance, this is not topic way I don't eat on. Let professionals then be professionals and political appointees and be political appointees. Let not interfere into the job of the professionals. The reason being, they bring we don't see from past. Yeah. Let's take, for example, you mentioned, let's take from social welfare. In those days, we are like, for example, Moijo Kekai in Attila. About waiting, these are two appointed people, then get clash. You come out there, you talk about silver blinding in deputy. You understand? You look at again other areas where things they don't happen between ministers at one point here, minister, even a cabinet among the and it's by Kroma minister Mami Bangura and the other way saying here he said they're going to battle. But this now the work with these things, yeah, your role as minister, not pretending work you get. I see you mentioned say Kone procedurally, let's say for example, you get your subordinates where they do it to call insubordination. That is the respect which you talk, you understand. They just oppose what you do. You get the role, for example, right if not the board. Because them appointed with the commissioners. Now the minister they really recommend to the president. Yeah. Then commissioners. Then key like we talk about the MPPA, measure all one day. Now the minister they recommend somebody way if he's selling cable for work with. But along the line, the job is distinct. Like we don't see within the COI. We don't do for us. I take the Ministry of Mines. At that time, Ministry of Mines, the agency na MNA. You see, for say they enroll, if we come on the accounts, the budget, NNA they do with their own. Personally, the minister just can come perhaps a give professional, directive or approve because I get for going to parliament.
But at some point, if things go wrong, those ministers and self therefore be held responsible.
Oh yes, that's the point. And how did they do them? They use excessive power. Now that's how they tell you. You get for hits the nail on the head because you get for take you time for make you deal with procedures. Where there is system procedure they follow, right? You want for suspend, for example, the MPPA general secretary. You get a board. You get for write to the board. Let the board meet and sit down, convey and see and channel a complaint. From there, the board goes sit down and look at the issues at hand, then they can arrive at a point. Recommendations can come out. But the points where they make now, the ministers, because of the power, the ego, then they afraid for go through procedural. Well, perhaps one go on for Lincoln to corrupt practices or something. Then say when rogues fall, meaning something when two people lay, then they can dig something. The other one feel say, if man or they pan big business, so we don't come part if big man business no they. Now equal share they. Now respect and mutual respect. So inside the see now, we then tear don't begin common do. Well, perhaps you look link to Kone on side. Kone on side a different from all other issues. Kone na I can say na like challenge between the person we recommend them and all one for go through procedure. For example, you don't go meet ministry. They tell you say this ministry now so you for go. Then you want for go you online. You know they work so then we get for just suppose why the ministers they take them kind of drastic actions we me condemn, but then for go through the procedure, because if somebody don't get an instruction not can do what's incorrect.
All right, so that being honorable in this conversation again, I mean, we don't talk about you tag them as nonsense really gone. But you look at say probably those ministers at some points can feel pressured, especially like when you look at like you feel pressured at some points. When you look at this NPAA situation, you find out see there's so much around, and if things go wrong, now the minister in there for question. And they can't talk to Sundu just now. The minister gets a whole lot. In as much as you feel like it's nonsense, but then safe they try for protect their job.
Thank you. The minister is responsible for policy of government policy where they come out cabinet and they can translate them so it's the cascade down to the public.
Okay.
This man is for man the affairs. I give you a typical example. We were trying to make a vote controller. When I was in Parliament, when we amended it, to be the voter should be the Speaker, not the Clerk of Parliament. In a quiet moment, I asked the former Speaker, Justice Kawa. He said, "But why I don't left this work? You almost said, go ask me questions, why going to me base for I say, why I be signing this?" He said, "The professional, the clerk." Until when we start moving from that position, see, we make this new normal. Now all this new normal now don't come with normal and normal. We come with new normal. That we're doing some of the wrong things, trying to please our own generation. See, times are moving on. But you should look at policies. The whole state is run by policies. You get the civil service. You have the civil service. So they should be looking at now. These people are like they opened this diplomatic academy at our Sule Local is here. You've seen it. And you look at some of the way they write these letters. Coming from this, sometimes not to then get the authority, but we say, "Oh, now the passing." So if not the passing, that means you go trample on somebody's rights. These are the things that we should be correcting now. And for the last so many years, things have been going on, but everybody's on the lookout. They say, "How for do, way for do," but it's in the fabric of our society. Because of political appointment, you go say, "They will give my one small position." It say because you get linked with somebody higher up and they begin to do the wrong things. You should put it up, but you have to go through procedure. If you don't want the money, write to the civil servant, the commission there, the head of civil service and minister. But then you can see something in between, they will appoint somebody. When not go through the system, you can't call a professional and put an service or do the civil servant job. You know what's possible because it's not going through the training and discipline. And then irregularity where they go on with the top of new normal. That's nonsense.
So when we talk about the recent trend, I mean the issue that has to do with Dr. Dennis Sandy and that of in professional ed, I think something Paul Bokari also. I mean plenty secrets. One big secret we come under. We including myself at some point. Solomon, I don't know if you make for understand. Say that is this construction will go about 5 presidential lodge across. I mean 5 districts. I mean, you be ever aware about this?
5 what?
Presidential lodge.
Well, you see, under the Ministry of Works, right? They can undertake or embark on government's projects. We talk about government assets, they under the Ministry of Works.
So this specific one what they talk about.
Yes.
Is something
going where? So you for long as I know the role where you they try to come out.
No, but
I know it becomes subjective.
No, but what I'm saying, say the issue, the minister before now, we don't suspend this Paul Bokai because of these particular issues. There's an ongoing project.
Yeah.
I mean, we now be secret, so I'm not siding. I'm just saying part of that. And now the staff then they see the minister no rights for suspend them. That this not the battle.
Yes, this presidential Lord. What's not the big deal about it? Then get in a Kabbalah, then get outside. When the president go to stop. Pass the below the one up and you see the one creator.
Well,
you get Kenema, you get Bo. Some are the existing, some them buy one property in Kenema. Makini get one.
So yes, continue.
So I can always say governments na continuity. Perhaps the one day we talk about new districts or other districts and we get them. Yeah. If the government see like a necessary for do presidential lodge, for me, I look at.
We are not questioning the.
We are not. I'm coming.
Questioning.
But in secrecy, that's the question. In secrecy, it shouldn't be in secrecy or in that shrine form where they talk about governance and continuity. Yeah. If we don't see say, like for example, like we think honorable talk about. I remember one time, Nakenima, there was a Lebanese in property where bill, but a later account they under government. Yeah. Then we talk about Kono, for example. Kono begets presidential lodge, but it can't reach a term, I think, say a dilapidate or something like that. So most of them say I will look at them either na renovation or na ongoing projects or they not be done them. You understand? But the conflict here is, the question here is that professional misconduct between the two. Naimi they dwell on.
So now that's one.
So
I was talking about the
we just condemn say the ministers. Now we say you subordinates they do something not correct, but you know they take out ego. Yeah, you go through procedure. Who that they for right to? Who that they say them for draw the attention for make them see say this man we now you technical person, but you need to work in tangent with what you the direct and forth. I think directive then they where they can easily suspend any professional head way it behave because you get the rules and regulations about professional misconduct. Yeah. So for me, I think say then now that instinct, that power and like what they talk about, you know, not going through the correct processes because this person don't challenge you, perhaps now you recommend them, or perhaps you want to give you other case. You understand? A different. Yeah, as I mentioned, Van Kone, the money way Indian governments can with another $1 million for build skills and training center now, you know, approved school. We're done in our ongoing business. But it not be the go with issues. For example, let's say go put money na the disabled account. You go take a put on your NAPSI personal account. It's wrong. And like we talk about the minister, now they should pretend you know go under bad name. But what's necessary for do come out and make you see every ministry you get the PR wing, yeah, the public relation wing. Where I think so that communication I make it the same. We talk people them they assume for president travel. You see, I do this I do on good governance. Let president in travel not be like secret. Because we get for no. Now them position they always they don't give president in a member of C10, in a the chair, in a president of the ECOWAS S of state. If then travel, each of them travel, let's say 5, it gets 5 good targets for them. You get country lobby, it gets ECOWAS, it gets C10, it gets other responsibility them. But if it travel, State House get barrage of educated people away, good in communication. Let them tell we and give we the role. These are the secrecy. We don't want to let it be in secret because we talk about democracy here. The people are for no.
So in terms of secrecy, you talk about secrecy, but Honorable Bamichidi, is it then suspension there? The minister, are they suspend probably commissioners or probably? You feel like the president not gets idea about him?
Well, you're not talking about him, no. Because everything they do something you don't know. What do we say? So you left the boat the one. Because the point is, they don't know they're left from the right sometimes.
So is it that the minister and president appointed this? And the minister
yes, but the point is
the minister wants to suspend this person, and you feel like the president will keep dark in that decision the way the minister they take? or go take at some point?
Sometimes sometimes you don't know or you're not aware. But the point is, if you get a problem, you're asking about utilizing funds. Because when you go out, you have this procurement procedure.
No, I'm not being asked. I just seen a secretary come up. We plenty people be aware about.
If you go through procedure, the procurement rules and things, the people bid and tender. It's not a secret. First, you make a closed tender, then it becomes a secret. But for normal construction or rehabilitation, it should not be a secret. The reason why they can close tender means they're angry and come before the side and chop the money.
Solomon, you feel the president care aware about the suspension there?
Well, this na issue. Don't they see, as I tell you, when it become alarming, the president they get not two way.
Is it that the president aware or not?
As when it gets alarming, as a ring that the president is, and then they get two options: either it dismiss the minister or it just put and say we're not fit for purpose.
So which will try for say those ministers they take those decisions, then when the president are aware and now public ARC will make the president know say this minister will suspend this person.
Well. Now let's take Sunday for example. When the issue become alarming, where fake or document circulates now the social media say the secretary to the president don't even relieve or suspend Sunday. You understand? So these are all issues where you say the president in wisdom. If the social media wallow they leave, then they listen to media. You understand? Which I know say.
Well, if you look that letter there, Solomon, the president we put a hold on all suspension. We the minister we don't make, and he said that then go look at let everybody turn back and look at. So technically, you may want for agree to me say the president at some point gets understanding say things of such they happen.
Well, if the secretary to the president don't aware of issues like that.
No, but the secretary to the president will pull press statements without the president. No.
Well, this as if the president, because when they see document they fly, you know, see what's in the Ministry of Information tell you, then debunk the files will be their own. That's in newspaper go say they don't suspend even Dr. Sandy. You know that's not so. For say they don't suspend them. The ministry don't debunk that. That Dr. Sandy remain the minister of works. You understand? What am I saying here? If it pleases the president, he hire and fire, and I get the sole rights. If that thing they become alarming, and they get two way.
So my question one of feel satisfied to the answer me. There's suspension in the let's say Melrose wants suspend Kone, and now the president of Sierra Leone appoint Van de Kone at that time. Is it that the minister go take up on himself? Is allowed just suspend this person without making the president aware say I want to suspend this person because of X, Y, Z. That's my initial question.
Melrose Ion with Kone.
No, I just
yes, no, just clear the point. Melrose Ion with Kone, as you make mention of him. They go before the president.
Was not a suspension actually.
And thank you. They go before the president. So the president take the decision to sack him. Nameka say he hires and fire. So
let's talk about this NPP guy because in a suspension in the
thank you.
DG and that of the deputy.
So this is where we are saying the minister, if you listen, I think say himself he go don jitsi say enough for don't do that day. He will give excuses, say, well, board not be the meet up. It will give excuses, say the people away for Sudan and get this unanimous agreement for suspend the secretary to MPPA. You know, some say the board not be the C. You understand? But having said that, you know, still get that right, the mandate for suspend them. And as you talk about, now you go get a bad name. This is where the ego comes in. You use that one day, but in tangent with the law, and also with the board.
Honorable, I wish
this is a point.
We they push the president away from this. I mean, the question with the
board. This guy
board. You come. You see, already take chance. From work of this power mentality, we have the numbers. We can bulldoze away, and we allow it to go to. Is it not 7 years? So when you want to cut off, that's the problem. Some man will come, some man minister will get locked. Depends on which side of the team up, whether I get in his directly or you not getting his, take the risk. But sometimes when you do small mistake, they overlook them. They say, oh, It go correct himself.
But the thing is, this NPAA Director General done they for almost 2 months now.
Yes.
I mean,
and nobody knows the issue.
And for me, waiting are still they ask, and we are feel like look, make and clear now. The president they appoint.
Yes.
We all accept that, and we are aware about that.
Yes.
If the minister and they want for suspend person, is it at some point that it gets back to the president? This person we appoint. They perform well, so I need for suspend and force. It's about the awareness of the president.
Well, I will answer that question. I think I don't understand as small.
Thank you.
When me want to do something, I'm not going to make the president. I say, this man they torment me now. This man they do. He give good case to the president. Then the president instead for stop and see now make you get chief. You know the back out and stuff. Now we did off barry or in office like they take, but you go meet an house and next say they come back in the morning. So if else can overtake her.
So I'm asking whether there's suspension because there's suspension in the.
You go assume say right.
Because of the president, I would probably go and go ahead. Solomon,
stop nonsense.
The president will get on the ground and say, go ahead and suspend this person. So you like look and say it was illegal at some point. No, the president will come and say, let's suspend this person.
Yeah, but big man will not for them. So we cannot make that small mistake. They go get for friend another way. Like we can call damage control.
Solomon.
Yeah, but for me, I don't want to put some.
Oh, you don't think so the president is aware?
Well, this now they tell you. The AI is a case, the president, he hires and fire. He own the rights, the sole rights, even the minister, right? You're unfortunate that the minister and they recommend this, then people have to the president and president appoint them. But when it comes on suspension, you get procedure where they go through. That is my point.
Okay.
How the minister they look at them, perhaps not long joining. Say you will convey the board, say the relevant authority they go sit down and take the relevant actions. Now like we can always make mention of things and we don't pass. Now like we one morning we grab to see former president Nkrumah sack someone without doing the due process. These are some of the issues.
That's not which you believe.
If I want to look at them, then say you go to like how they talk about a lot. Okay, like we use a case in point. Like no go find or something and long. But we talk about Halloween or the Auditor General. We'll see how the president passed through the channel for do the appropriate because that mistake for not going through. Not a land one day again. Even the Halloween, we don't hear again now say that was tribunal set before even suspending him because now then can't say they would only condemn say it not good from the top. So if the one they now when at the ministers them not they follow waiting the president they do with procedural, it means that the president says need for call a ministers them to cabinet meeting or like when can go cabinet meeting and tell and say hey. This thing don't become overburdening.
So we talk about LOL this an issue. I mean, lawyer and they argue say, I mean, that was not the right procedure. I mean, you don't go suspend somebody or you leave somebody in duty and then you want to investigate the person. I mean, they argue, but they at some point complain meets the president. I mean, whether because he get for do it, the letter he writes about in condition of service or in welfare, to put it that way, complaint must meet the president to make the president take that decision. And this is the same thing I'm asking. Complaint must meet the president. We make the president go say, well, go ahead, argue the power and suspend them people here. When they make you work, they go fine.
The president will not do it. And the president will not say go and suspend. The president will not tell the minister to go and suspend. Okay, I will categorically deny that. He has the right to hire and fire. Why can't I do it? Or say go to procedural issues.
So that's me say clarity. The president didn't know about anything.
He not know about that because it's so right.
Is this something
you might not know? Is this what we know? It is sack.
That's something I agree with. The president
they must lay complaint to us tomorrow. Somebody must lay complaint where you go listen. And now how you answer the person, the guy and the gods for Sila Gudwa? He must know. If you not tell him, if you not tell him, you go do something stupid, they definitely they'll kick you out.
Because that's the point I want to make. If the president not give the guy, then you suspend somebody.
Then you do and then become a public knowledge.
I feel like it's a problem. It's a problem for the ministers.
But this will talk about procedure now. When the president no say in the follow procedure, why you go tell the minister for go do on procedure?
No, we don't tell them, but I mean the discussion. I mean,
for me, it makes no sense.
It does. It does because
here's the president how own this sole power to fire.
Yes,
and telling his own president when you want for do issues, they go through procedure. Where one for suspend or to general, you go through procedure. Where one for do this, you go through procedure. Then when you come to the minister for letting you go through procedure, you say no, go and suspend.
Those are internal. Those are internal discipline.
I will never.
Those are internal.
I will never subscribe to that.
What I'm saying, those are internal discipline. Whether the president's not getting the go ahead, but the president at some point are we are.
So no. So whether president's not getting the go ahead, but the minister as head. Like we don't already analyze now. Ain't there for cascade policies down? Then professional heads and then there for segment them. Would I go through how say minutes for like what they talk about, for example, procurement here. You for procure something, go through the right channel. Would I for minito? Would I for approval? Would I for bilek? You understand? This minister, this president ain't no say the way things used to be before, ain't don't deviate from that say new direction. That's why we see, as I mentioned, where I still will keep mentioning, not just see a grab Isaac the auditor general, like waiting the former president, we grab Isaac Samsumana without going through a due process. So these are issues we talk about. Now, they don't begin the start.
That is what you believe, say.
And that is what I will continue.
Due process.
Well, you and I know that.
No, well, that's what you believe in.
It doesn't. Well, the power will cover you as president for remove you. Now impeachment, it's not from our honorable member Sidoya, he corrects me in that direction. Then you go use the supreme executive power. It doesn't work like that. I won't subscribe.
Let us leave that. No, let that slide.
I won't subscribe. So, in as much as the president say you not going to do things like before, I not believe say go tell the minister say go suspend. Go tell the minister to go and do the procedural issues before you arrive at a point. But the ministers then forgetting sense and they say no. I am the president's eye here. Now I need to push the president's agenda for their work. I know can't sit down back for antagonize professional HSM. I know can't sit down back at the make. Now make you say even permanent secretary. If you know see you in this permanent secretary, you the right to the appropriate authority because you don't get right to sack him. What you can do, then transfer him. Now that's who see it can happen.
Honorable, what does this mean? I mean, for we as a nation, then disputes there they happen. I mean, people
disputes not supposed for the happen, but they happen. In the sense that we condone so much thing that we see that they get this one normal and normal. Now they call the phrase new normal. I keep saying for when they call the phrase new normal, now everything from they go haywire. In the sense that say for put this in there, you have to account for this. But you don't do until that, nobody knows so. You can't see bulldoze away. And whether the thing come out later or no, it will become not public knowledge. The president will know. He will say, then like, if you look and say, no, chastise the process. And when they go chastise them, we know what they did. But at the same time, by not saying anything, that means you agree with the person. I make certain things and they can just wear the president. We're not aware about. If you don't talk, you don't stop them from the beginning. Only until they go do it because he must have been Sandy must have been getting away with so many things that he thinks is normal. So none of us, we have this reform, public sector reform or public at Tawayel or somewhere. Why don't they start implementing some of these things? Because I make someone know the Americans say that orientation where they can go, that they never begin to tell them the role and the function.
Honorable Sandy not to pick a minister again. No, pick Sandy a big man minister now. In other words, it don't work like the past administration as minister of what? A work they we all see. So to
I'm not castigating Sandy. When I go and take there, but the point if most don't make mistakes somewhere and he got away with it.
There are so many allegations against Sandy, and of course we should also seek it, Solomon.
Well, this 9 and kids, they need to tell you say you ought to know better. Yeah, meaning as I say, to that kind of minister like when a new minister, it don't work. Not the past administration. It don't come back. It don't. So it's like that induction we talk about or training about ministries. It know now. You understand? And besides, certain thing in the way for they do, in for don't pass that stage, you say no. Make I use the procedure we make the public don't look at.
You feel like with so much allegation is still forbidden Minister of Works. I mean, look at the allegation the way it lined up. I mean, fake divorce certificate. I mean, you get to look at there is so much more allegation about rape and all. There is so much more surrounding the Sandy case.
Well, you see, with him, I can tell you, say it places the president to ire and fire. You don't come back to me points. It's the president's wish. Not that the president perhaps 19 and because this not we're gonna quote. Now quote issues. You have the chief minister, you have the vice president, we are the principal assistant. The one is for the yeri, this chief minister. We boku in the way a day in table. You understand? And I will let for believe say even the professional head, when something happen, they must take the appropriate step for right to the appropriate person for let them sing on the essay. This now in the happen with department. So for me, the ministers and they ought to know better. They want the way they take the bull by its own. Do the appropriate thing. If now you don't recommend somebody, and above all, professional head not to you recommend them. I don't tell you say to go by rank. Yeah. And then rank the way they go to, not to you put on there. Yeah. So for me, I think say then ought to know better. And this now issues we then for look at, because one way or the other, na crack in the brain within system. Who say the big man and in Peking, not they see and then they walk. I if you see that walk they go before. And we talk about the president in 10 3 years. You understand? I know left. So if that crack day, you shut down all ministry, work for goal, you know it's something they bring. You understand? A lot of things in there. That ministry they responsible for work license. That ministry they responsible where people want to do construction, all the thing, boku thing the way they go do. If you shut that office there for a day, you know it's you don't bring the loss we don't bring can to the country. So now economic loss. So the presidents for they look at then stuff then they and the people the way they around like what's the vice president, chief ministers, and one day we suppose for handle the issues of the I think say they make them for make them president.
Honorable, waiting the president for the at this time. I mean this for 2025 we don't get 5 or more cases we ministers, deputy, commissioner, directors, and the ministers, they need to see eye to eye. Which you feel say
it's a systemic problem where the president don't know about that he get for sit back and look at and review some of his appointees them. I think I get the part for IFI, but sometimes by not saying anything and turning a blind eye, that the weakness that of the democracy and governance structure. Because when you not talk, they'll say, now in Bobo. So don't say in Bobo, say, but at the same time, you have to remind them. Because when they can, I make Bokuten and they carry now on the social media, because something in their social media, they read that. Wait for don't take. But because I don't count this idea from where I say I'm from, the last government to now, that bulldoze.com, we have the numbers, we prevail, or if I have the ears of the president, I can do anything, and you allow that to go through. Now make Bokuten happen. Like when they look at it now, everybody's wanting siren up and down. It started with under Ernest in time. Everybody, all man gets siren, and bike. Was it necessary?
You believe that there are certain ministers in this government who are actually untouchable?
But I don't want to use the word untouchable. But if you get it, whether it's touchable or not touchable, when you do something they don't take to task, then it's untouchable. Because I used to give you the impression, say, I left me mobile. But at the same time, if you don't care, you reprimand and want to do, you pull and commodity.
Well, I think say in that case, we can say, you know, we get vibrant vice president, we a day superintendent.
Are you questioning the vice president?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm just saying the principal assistant to the vice president. I mean to the president. The principal assistant to the president or the vice president. You can't now say we get chief minister. So don't say the president know you're getting kind of stuff. And this is not one thing where I say when you talk about a new direction, it means that the way things used to be, we don't need to tolerate again in this one administration. Now make a mention, I use a case in point. I mentioned the president that the whole see thing them the go to that day just bulldoze away. I'm not think say he don't do enforce. We go question whether you know the like when you talk about lawyer, they say you know
why they find it difficult to agree with you, Sundu. The president himself they do fine things, but those ministers the president they get, I mean, not seems to go through the right channel or procedures how you put them. And if you get a home. The home, you get 2 pictures, you get a big one, you get a small one. If you say the home need to run, so how you supposed to run? Any kind way, Solomon, whether you agree with me, it must don't pass that papa yes. See this two they happen. I mean, are we about that?
So you don't come back to my point. The part gets 2 people away, I will say, now the left man and right man. I talk about the vice president, the principal assistant to the president. Then don't come back say we'll get chief minister. So I think within me is them for the year then kind sonko then the way they go with the ministries. For the minister even come on the Minister of Information can in debunk. It means awareness could only within the rank and file. Let's say you. If it goes to the presidency is you will tell me back now go for Sidon Yeri for say most of them one in the way they panel kind stuff here, but come on don't resolve for them don't pull and come out.
No, but wait, I want to ask one question. So the information now where after they don't suspend when they say they suspend the minister or something that fake news will go out.
And the fake news.
So which means president is there but get phone. It never mind, it's like America. This mobile phone and communication now. It don't it go get directive. If you tell that ask the Minister of Information will do them, they go do them. So the question you're asking, I look the people who they answer this question, but no look and back say somebody must give directive. For say they don't sack Sandy or they not do something like that when they're fake news. So if you can react to fake news, why don't you react to some of these things that they're doing wrong and stop them, nip it at the board?
I agree with you. Say why don't you stop it? Like who don't say don't they go on? I don't still remind you the vice president,
utilizing power,
the chief minister, a key. And if you don't think them we know they sound well, especially thing around procedural. They will talk about the reforms, all of the intraparty issues really talk about government reforms. I don't see I don't talk about. If you don't put them thing in deep, now they go to the constitutional review, put all thing. If we know the work towards implementation, in the work.
So finally, we actually run out of time. So in this situation, for me to sum it all up, you're saying the minister get rights to suspend, but to go through the right channel.
Yes, and go through the right channel, right? That is to say, if there is board, you write through the board convey, then sit down, they make sure they look at the decision before arriving at a point. That's now the president, it can go to the president, but because of the hasty decision where they take, they say the ego don't overcome them, and in the possible.
But it's something we will determine whether that was a hasty decision, because probably complaining will be made at some point, engagements don't be happen. It's something we can't testify whether that was a hasty decision or those were hasty decisions.
Well, this now you're coming back. I like the way you just posed the question. Now you're coming back. But this is the area I'm talking about, the public relations officer and the ministries, departments, and agencies. If there are issues, tense issues like this, we need to come out and talk to the public. Yeah, when I inform the public, say this. Expect say perhaps the producer for don't able for get link with one of the Dr. Sandy or other day at the ministry for tell me something about what's they go on within this ministry.
Yeah? Which of course we don't state and we don't talk about what's they go on.
Yes, no, we did talk about that. But for again, like what we talk about speculation, so say perhaps there were complaints going on, or there were issues like this about insubordination. So this person not the rhyme with him boss. So all of this, the appropriate person, Dr. Sandy can able to tell you say, na so it happen. But there is no smoke without fire.
Honorable Bamichidi, you take. Is it finally the minister?
The final thing is, you see, we not go through system to make we learn something. We say, oh, pull them pardon, come on, send alligator, send retirement, but then when you can't take the money position, you don't even know, you know, look at the Nova note, you know, look and see and look at old files. So say. When the crisis become waiting that part rights, the choice of words to use for a letter, you didn't fight. Pick them, look them. But you can't say have my double masters. I want to do something, and you do the wrong thing.
So at some point, the minister is overstepping boundaries.
But you know, that's a message overstepping boundaries. Also in business, go through rights to the power. No one this person they can't pull them for you, but you don't use the office of the one. And then you see when in the corner, watch an inquiry. Most times the civil servant gets away from this inquiry, but then they the work, but now they go sign.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Bamichidi, and that of Solomon Sunduel. We'll open the phone line very soon on 079-994-993, 079-994-993. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll start to pick on the calls. Them. Stay tuned.
This rainy season, Enjoy comfort and collabs. Use the PNB Cash app from you host. You want to send or receive money from your person within Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, Senegal, the Gambia, Canada, and any other place. With the PNB Cash app, you can transfer money anytime, any size. But wait, so in Otape, with the monthly service feature, you can buy to pay like bill and poku orders in them from the comfort of your house. Download with PNB Cash app now at Google Play or App Store and start your transaction today. PNB Cash app, all-in-one solution for comfort and collabs. For any inquiry, call in at the number 072 500 000.
OneXBet presents an exciting world of entertainment. In the OneX games, you will find Crash, Dice, Apple of Fortune, Money Wheel, and other exciting games with many chances to win big wins. Go to the website onexbet.sl or app, enter promo code GAMESL and receive welcome bonus up to 36,800 reals plus 150 free spins. Fun to play, fast to win. It's your best chance to grab your luck with OneXBet.
All right, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, the Virtual Television Channel 37, Radio Garden Choice FM, not the eastern part of which, and also our Facebook Live page as Epic Radio 99.3 FM. 079994993. First call online already. Local line Epic this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How the morning? Now they doing thank you.
Your name and say they calling from. Your name?
I call for.
I can't get Calvaton. Go ahead.
We are the type of support Sandy. On man say Sandy na Maui Iga. Una look that way they just appoint some reports. The first appointment to President elect Holland. President don't give time for them to do cleaning. When you come, you say no, they will push your own back. That's the president suspend. I say, but you too off. They say that you know pass parliamentary chair. You don't really take decisions. So they stop and force. That means when they get for stop. So now that's why I talk about
Thank you very much. Though your background be a little bit noisy, but I think we're able to manage for pull through. And please read the call. Make sure so you're in a very quiet environment. So we're able for you to say. Yeah, so log online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is
Saidu from Central. Go ahead about that.
But we talk about this way. You make a member of the incident we talk about. Now, the same way you can see, we don't get appointment. Some people are doing like some Monday, get side for put there. Now I can create Minister of Employment. And then the established sector office now will get. So where I will have to go now office. It began to the established secretary as a permanent secretary. If you just see the secretary, now go call me a permanent secretary for me. I will let the girl look this Maya. We'll go get this way. I mean, it's established secretary go get the head of which I am so now. But totally serious. In employment and employee relationship, you get people every superintendent. In this situation, ministers are superintended by cabinet. People already within the rank of level 7 and above, the cabinet secretary and the superintendent. The other one there, the Public Service Commission and the HRM office. So when anything go wrong, if that for rights to them body and with the superintendent people, if not for sending go leave or after for suspended, and they get the power to do that. Then tell me they have to do the days of Mr. Komon. But you know, the minister and deputy minister. What if you have to then they call them and go get an induction and tell them, say, we are going to be left for the court small thing with deputy minister. Because that's the constitution, Like how the vice president get nothing for you. Now, so deputy minister, they get nothing for you. What's what in the beginning of people here?
Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. It's 07999949993. Now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, please try very hard for stay within 1 minute. Log online. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Brown. Good morning, Mr. Listener.
Hi, Fandalabat. Good morning.
I'm a brother. I don't see how they try for saying that this country. The ministers there and then they try for police country. Because if you the minister, you and the daddy, they appoint you. Who also appoint you now. If you want to take any action against your company, if you know they work to you to which you want, you go to you daddy will appoint you. You go put the statement to as a pa. This man where you appoint you, in order to do to which I want to. So this man this action I want to take against them. But you they appoint you, they therefore take action against your company back. If we also not work together, how development go can at the institution? We believe saying I one word and they go forward. If we not get peace, how unity go there? How we go get development at the institution? Let we know about the ministers they are. They're not more cool and then they spoil this country, I mean, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father Lambert. 079-994-993. You know the number for being part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, please go straight to the point and big sorry they make it be quite small. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Pamusa.
Yeah, good morning. And what are the type of say? And this caller where you're from inside, agree with her really for true. This the couch grudge. That man will sack so. You feel say glad in with him family. You feel say glad with influence them. This the couch grudge. Like as my brother they say so. If you okay, you guys you now appoint you. That man they walk back like are you himself they walk so. So if you do anything so far, go to the drawing board, let go they complain. But if you take about you because of you get power than another one, this is a cow with crowd. And Mr. Sundu, I don't know if I get the name or I forget. They struggle for defending people there. They really struggle. And when they defend someone, defend them the right way. Not this no more.
Thank you.
Can they defend them to the good way? Yeah.
Thank you so much. 079-994-993. Now the number for being part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, please go straight to the point and stay within 1 minute. Logo line again. Calls are coming in thick and fast. Logo. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Abakar from Fomex.
Bakar from Fomex.
Always me they say, the president, His Excellency the President, if he gets the country at heart, I swear to God, like then can't see know they happen. When you watch, no doubt we then give the law, they give the constitution for let the president get all the power. The president and the sorry for the nation, they get the country at heart. The country, the president and the iron and the fire. Now in the fire, Mr. Sandy, then iron back. We don't know why fire him. We don't know why iron back. Then at the end of the day, from where the wire come, everybody where then give up.
I think we'll get issue with the line D. 079-994-993, 079-994-993, and we'll take 3 more calls and probably 2 and try for. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, I'm afraid we'll continue that conversation. They hello 079-994-993, and when you call, please then a quiet environment and make sure say, well, we will forget you. Hello, go line again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Baboda.
Good morning, Amta.
Thank you very much for this wonderful program. I listen to Honorable Sigaji. Now, Maui, I always admire Tam.
Bamichiri, sorry, Honorable Bamichiri.
And Mr. Chidi, yeah. Honorable Chidi. I always admire Tam. He gets some state analysis that we do. And what then is Sandy, Namawe, I don't know, when somebody get attitude, in behavior. If you know the land, if you don't get competition so much in the past from former presidents go by in government, say this government come back, they show you from, then they go to back to get you, and you force, then they pull you back, they count you back. That way, you think the place safe, and nobody always come at the limelight. But President Bio, I want to let you pay attention. This Sandy, if you fasten this man, it will super bad spotlight. Be wise enough. People in the Boku, we're ready for work.
Thank you.
Then they bench, they warm up. We're good person.
Thank you.
Think wisely.
Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you so very much. 079994990. Take we last lucky caller, and I will turn my attention to we get them for response to the calls them we don't come. Last lucky caller already don't come, and we'll pick the call and hello. All right, I'm afraid we lost that caller. 079994993. Now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. Go last caller already, and hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Mr. Bakal from Promise.
All right, Bakal, come on your radio TV set, yeah?
Okay, Bakal from Promise.
Go ahead, brother.
Always I say, we need to get president, we get the country at that. We would expect His Excellency the President, and be fire, then is Sandy, then I hire back. We don't know why he fire him, we don't know why I hire him.
Okay.
And today, even the one that says if we appoint, they all when you watch the kind way how then they behave to we the ordinary citizen. It's like I say now under slavery in that day. If then people and they get to expect for we, and then they walk on that we are them boss. No, but they very be careful with what they do. So if then the higher people in the fed, what about the ordinary people? The one they waiting at it, where they do bad things essentially. How they go there?
All right.
These are the big problem now, country. The country is just in this it's just in different way. Put that in the people away for stand for we. Now the civil societies then. The civil societies then they stand for we. Then they team up for we. Then they fight for we. We know they see nothing. We just they no more in doom. Let God bless this power and this honorable. Now then the real SLPP people them. Let God bless them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I don't know what honorable means. Saying that the real SLPP honorable. I don't really know actually. Anyways, we don't pick any more call again, and I think we'll squeeze in this one bonus and make way we take it for say, and then we turn the attention to we get them the studios. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me now Lusai.
Okay, I'll sign from Usai.
From Pike Street.
Pike Street, okay, go ahead.
What if they say for civil service school? They get head of civil service. If something happen at any ministry, now the minister they don't report the head of civil service. That's also thing that happen. You no need to go to president. Because the head of civil service, then they govern all the institutions they need.
Okay.
Standing for the land. They don't work na lands, they get problem. They come back na works, they get problem. You see, Babitini talk something. The man also know better. If I don't do something like what Sulu they talk, Sulu, Babitini right for tell man also know better. That man will get experience. They go get attitude.
All right, I think you exceeded 1 minute. Thank you so very much.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so very much. And honorable, you don't listen to we callers them or we callers them we don't call in the show this morning. Which will be you reply or respond to them.
My response is that sometimes how they look at the situation and hasten slowly for come to conclusion. But the questions here is he right? No.
Okay.
Because like somebody give you all the category who is responsible, who superintends who. And these are the channel you have to go through before president will carry inside. But if you jump the gun, then if you miss me, then president will make it.
So on all these three issues that we'll discuss about, you want to say Melrose the rights because of
none of them are right to.
No,
I don't say it's a procedure there. From that point, I don't take position, say procedure there. Let them follow the process. Like when somebody saying a secrecy or anything, you get two things: open tender and closed tender. If you don't know then you can put tomorrow. But the point is, we are trying to cast blame or say shift blame from the president for say in our way, but nothing of that in this country. Yes, big.
Thank you.
We go no, and you must know.
Thank
the person like take him or not take him.
Thank you very much, Solomon.
Yeah. The callers I want to say the one way say the employee and employers relationship is very key to the work. That's what they say. If you and your boss I think say una in one ministry na for una push the president's agenda. But if one side you perhaps you look and like say this they undermine your work or they go to una agenda. I think say the right way like way this person talk about the head of civil service, we all don't talk say that procedure nine for the fella. Go through procedure. When once you go through procedure, you can take action. Nobody need to feel foul. But the moment you go into that, how you call them, the pauper way in doing things, wrong. So now you don't resolve to this, Dr. Sandy, in actions, and the other ministers the way we compare then, right? Even though we talk say Meros, you go to president in sack, but like we talk about the MPPA, we agree the controversy with it around, yeah. So we condemn the entire process. For we even say people in the ministry they forestall the job of the country a bad. This other color way talk about defend. Sometimes the word for they listen carefully what they talk now. What they can't talk now, when they can't talk like they talk like politicians, like we the other color they refer to Honorable Bamchidias, SLPP honorable. You get right, because now under SLPP it's on honorable we sit on wait today they say honorable, me not so honorable. Me they do me work as independent. And the word for CSOs, they need talk for we. This color ain't always in vengeance where it gets. I think say we see one for a we CSO can't sit down, it begin course like we ain't go the course. It begin put aside. We are professionals. When they can't sit down talk like how you they talk.
Right.
We they talk on issues. And the issues then now they can deal around them.
Thank you.
We they can learn we own, voices for the presidency and see exactly actions.
Thank you.
It would say.
Thank you so very much. And I think we'll go find time for talk about this $1 million. We sometimes happen in July, to be specific, Solomon, and $1 million from the Ministry of Social Welfare for empower, persons with disability. So since that day, well, myself not even understand waiting they go on with that money they went. No, we'll talk about that.
Since you talk,
what I'm saying,
I have a brief clue.
Yes, I'm coming.
You spoke about
yes, we want
$1 million.
Solomon, hold on.
Process for the ground approved ground. People then go for grab ground.
So hold on.
No one for the project go before.
My initial statement is we for talk about that day. So that means it didn't have in mind for me to talk about that day because it's almost 3 months now or past 3 months is that money they come out of the country, and so we for talk about that day. And one good thing about Tinenki appear, Tinenki Komon-Tok. Some people go down forget about $1 million day, but when any issue they happen, it refresh your mind for go back to their money and even the 5 presidential lodge self. Some man go member, some man even aware, but those things will happen in as much as they're negative, but it gets a public attention when people go aware about things they already undergone. So it's way too big man they make plaba, especially way too party they make plaba, then get secrets so you can come on that. So well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for our time for my boss, Honorable Bamichidi, and also my other boss and Solomon Sundo. Thank you for me gonna be part of the program this morning. And so beautiful callers, thank you so much. We know what they are without thank you now, and I don't do extremely well. For participating in the program on every blessed day from Monday to Friday. Thank you so much. And my own Professor George, all set for the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Entertainment and sports lined up for you. But before I go with B&B Cash App, you can send or receive money anytime, anywhere. Just download the B&B Cash App today on Google Play Store for Android users or App Store for iPhone users. For any inquiries, you can call customer service on 072-500-00. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. My name is Evangelist Leo. I wish you a blessed midweek. Wednesday it's for the ladies, so it's ladies' night. But till then, bye-bye.
America, some go come just go take over day. I'm Boko. I feel the animal Boko. 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 Now no go me. I feel the animal Boko. I'm Boko. I feel the animal Boko. I'm Boko. I feel the animal Boko. I'm Boko. I feel the animal Boko. When they make back room as a bass of so color, I feel the feet I don't take a kid out so that I never banana. I never go see a good and say my brand. Kamaya Sapayake. You don't get Bala, so my feta Ramekala. I make the Amanga Yomakiyama. Rumasaba. We have fed the animal Boko. I'm Boko. I feel 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 the animal Boko. Don't come and for go visiting grandpa, then take an banker for go broke some banker. You make Boko because you don't have enough here. You work out their food for go big better food. You eat him belly full, you suck up them fruit. You change the Kabokale Pura come America. You work but you free time more them cook pepper soup, come go drink pepper soup, so baby it's not for the move. When I fit in the car, say when I pass go sweet. Now some Boko just go take over day. I'm Boko. I feel the animal Boko. 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 When they make back room as a bass of so color, I feel the feet I don't take a kid out so that I never banana. I never go see a good and say my brand. Kamaya Sapayake. You don't get Bala, so my feta Ramekala. I make the Amanga Yomakiyama. Rumasaba. We have fed the animal Boko. I'm Boko. I feel the animal Boko.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the midweek edition of Sports Updates inside the Epic Morning Show. With me, Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Inside with Sport Update this morning, the national under-17 female team yesterday been get a 1-1 draw with Senegal. We make them don't be crowned as the champion mathematically in the under-17 competition. So congratulations indeed to the Salon U17 women team, as they still get one more match to go, but they'd have been crowned as the champions indeed. Well, we see another new signing for Mamelodi Sundown. They already announced the signing of Ari Yang. Of course, that is also officially confirmed now. The Ghana Premier League is on, and currently we get Madima SC with the first position, having played 2 matches, and also Hearts of Lions have 2 matches with 6 points, and these are the teams that are in the first and second position respectively. Well, yesterday we see damning revelation from the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association. He confirmed the transition, the former president of the Sierra Leone Association, Thomas Dadi Brahma, did confirm yesterday now the Epic Morning Show that the transition committee not be meet him, not be ask him any question or a reform before
then put out the report. Sitaba, when a former defender for anti-drugs, Bowie FC and Star Sports Academy, they reportedly signed with FC Midtjylland, now the Danish Professional Football League in Denmark. Congratulations to him indeed. Sitaba being played for Star Sport last in the league, and he already put pen to paper. Well, now all this will get inside the sport updates basket. Thank you for listening. We make it come to you. My name is Reginald Brown, and you put to say bye for now.
All right, good morning and welcome to Entertainment Update inside the Epic Morning Show with me, your favorite girl, Missy Levy. All right, the first news for the Entertainment Update is that the Queen of Afrobeat, Tiwa Savage, don't say a glad way Apple Music, don't put them on the cover for the Alpha playlist, winner the place for Africa in woman artists. In top woman artists, history maker and game changer them. So one for say congratulations to the Queen of Afrobeat. And away from that, we get Ghana don't confirm say he and Offset get one joint album where then go soon pull nado. He said this during a one night only Apple Music event. And Sierra Leone artist where we can call famous say he glad for announce say he go perform in song where it titled No Pressure for the first time na Columbus, Ohio, next month, the 18th, that's October. And away from that, Sierra Leone musician, songwriter, and singer Mishad don't drop a new song where it titled Jojo. So go out there, contribute your own, do your own small thing for the industry go before. Not for the student, they ask what is Sierra Leone artist, then they do yourself go contribute to your own, yeah. And the new music alert is your World Connect. Don't pull the one new banger where it titled Do, and I collabo with Yizio, Dopes and Two Son, and this song gets fine energy, smooth delivery, and street vibes. So go out there and do your own contribution towards Sierra Leone industry. That's the music industry. And one for say House of Star audition from the out for sale now, and the price now $65 way now 1,500 millions, and you can check na King's Empire 81 Levuma Beach Road na Godrich. And the winner for this year House of Star go take home 3-bedroom duplex house, 1 car, and cash prize of $10,000 US. That sounds so catchy. Anyways, away from that, we get the Epic Radio. This now we own, this now you own, this now all money own. As we present the Epic Oldies Corner, these events that take place October 11 this year na the FSSG All Brookfields inside Freetown, and the ticket price now just 100 millions. Tickets they out there, you can come na Epic Radio Ilcott and you go get your tickets just for 100 millions, or you can call me online 079-994-993 for your own ticket. Now wait, let them tell you what happened there. Yourself be part of this wonderful event. As you know, the DJ and daddy and the daddy, you know I can mix that. You know I can give you Saturday. So just go witness reality. And finally, Epic Fiesta Volume 2. You know how it be last year. And you know, so when it comes to Epic, everything that's so refreshing business, and it can be unique. And the Volume 2 go take place November 8th this year na the Paradise City na Aberdeen Beach Road, and the time now from 12 o'clock in the afternoon till wee hours. And you already know how it can be like, how we can do epic, so refreshing. Well, now all that we get for you inside the Entertainment Update, inside the Epic Morning Show with your favorite girl on the hot seat, Missy.
Cheers. Famous.
makambo mibale ebomi mokili mobimba.
You remember this?
Libosone likambo ya palanga, ya mibale likambo ya basi.
Saturday, my FSL is school on. It's the epic oldies corner. The tickets for coincide now 100 looks no more. Now next for best music from the 60s to the early 2000s. Soul, rock, disco, R&B, and timeless classics. Come dress like your favorite oldies artist. Join the decade themselves. Play, name that tune, snap fun photos in your retro boots, and shop cool vintage tees and posters. Anytime, plus sharp saving, everything gonna begin. And that the day, like the music where you go love, where you go like, now go begin play from start to finish. Epic Oldies Corner, rediscover the hits and enjoy the memories. Brought to you by Epic Credit and powered by Priority This school thing will kill you. Me family, the way school fee don't I'm not giving by bucket self.
You still dey worry, Mama Fatu. School fee wahala don done.
Who don't say so?
Now Access Bank Salon, they get one sober back to school campaign. Just open solo, early savers or savings account. If you save small, so till September they done. Pass the money reach 20,000 new loans, you can able win school fees and plenty school items them.
You serious?
Seriously, if you already get accounts, just top up to 30,000 and you still go able win. That's what I do last year. And then pay me small but in full school fee plus bag and uniform.
This is good news. I dey go Access Bank tomorrow first thing in the morning.
Yes, school fee wahala don done. Join the campaign today. Terms and conditions apply.
One day you'll be like the sun. See, one day you go shine.
Access, more than banking.
Chimamanda Ngozi once say, I don't choose for no longer be apologetic for me femaleness and me femininity, and I want to be expected in all of me femaleness because I deserve them. Quoting the right words of Chimamanda Ngozi. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Slick TV, Channel 37, Choice FM, Radio Garden, and Safe on Facebook. Mina, you host Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, President Bio don't be appointed as eminent person for the G7+. And as well, National Commission for Social Action and the Ministry of Transport and Aviation don't present the 2026 fiscal year budget. Waiting and the request for we will discuss inside the show. And also Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jules Dejalo presents scholarship to 4 teachers from the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers there inside the show this morning. And I call them for join me discuss this issue as I get inside the studio, James Kamaramane. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, listeners and viewers with watching on Facebook.
Okay, without wasting any time, we move on to the review of various stories reported on the newspapers this morning. And for that, my first take could be the Premier News newspaper. And top story reads, IFC injects 24 million United States dollars into MACCEM Industries to boost cement production. Another story, 2 remanded for allegedly leaking President Bio's travel manifest. And also Catholic diocese speak out about wave of violence leading to priest murder. And finally, energy, marine resources, environment, and Salwako push for increased funding. All of the stories, plus also in this issue, they are the Premier News newspaper publication today.
With me, I get the Awoko newspaper. The first banner headline story reads, Trust Betrayed. Former world boss and pastor held for hiding alleged treason plots. The other story says Supreme Court Judge Justice Al-Hadi elected to top Commonwealth role in landmark win. The other story says IGP Selu vows strong protection for women and children, backed by new EU study. And the final story on the Awoko newspaper reads, Sierra Leone court denies bail for 2 men accused of leaking President Bio's travel manifest. Other story I go find at the Awoko newspaper.
Away from that, I take the Independent Observer newspaper. A big banner headline reads, Act Now for Peaceful World, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura. And also at 2025 Miss Teen Africa, Sorian Sudatu Sise to represent Sierra Leone. All of the stories plus Mr. President, can we talk inside the Independent Observer publication this morning?
Yes, with me, I get the Concord Times newspaper. It reads HIV-related death reduced by 50%. And I also get the Environment Ministry proposes plan to ban single-use plastic. Ex-IMF resident representative storm APC headquarters. All the story you will find at the Concord Times newspaper.
Okay, it is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and as I make mention this morning, we will discuss a range of issues. We get to do with President Bio being appointed as eminent person for G7 Plus, and also National Commission for Social Action and the Ministry of Tourism and Aviation presents 2025 fiscal budgets. We go look at waiting they ask for the year 2026, financial year 2026. And as well, Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jules Dejalo presents scholarship for to 4 teachers from the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. And also we don't be joined inside the studio by Daniel Pewa. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Precious. Good morning to our various listeners and viewers.
Thanks for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, and there is a story where you read one of the front pages where it gets to do with people being jailed or for disclosing the president's manifest. I wish we can deliberate on that a little bit.
Yes, I think the student don't jail, and so better we don't talk about it. We talk about it now because we say the prejudice is the matter, but court don't take the decision now. Yeah. So yes, I think that's my precedence for be set. For there are certain things if we remain confidential, like secret, certain things for be secret, especially where it revolve around the president. When it comes to traveling, I don't think if you work, you get the privilege for work with the president or anyone, you get the right for even leak information without the consent of the president. As I say, there are certain documents we remain confidential, and that's not traveling manifest. President Bioga for go at this point A, from point A to go to point B. The moment you leak them, it means you don't put the life of the president at stake, and that is very, very wrong. So And this one where the court jail them, it's a precedent, as I say. So you were to work with the president, there are certain things you don't do. Even the Western world, President Trump not go they travel, you see them leak a manifest because it's bad. They create a room for make the assassinate the president, which is really, really bad. So I don't see anything wrong for them and jail them.
Yeah, I see why they smile. You get any contrary view towards that?
On a very serious note, as a civil rights activist, we have what we call ethos or ethics and code of conduct in every office or position we occupy at every given point. There are informations you call, or the system will call, classified information. You don't divulge it until you are told to do so. However, when it comes to the presidency, like he did say, a very, very sacrosanct that his movements, his actions, based on security concerns, cannot be cascaded publicly, because you may also be implicating him. Well, fortunately or thankfully, we not get terrorism now, but it is like giving the enemy a leeway for, lay acts against the presidency. I think that the jury na in concern with the activists. I think it's very harsh. For
very harsh?
A harsh, yeah.
Why harsh?
For Sego Jailer. Like I said, I am not talking like a politician. I'm not a politician, by the way. I am talking like a rights activist. You can dismiss the man. You can terminate the man. But for taken to jail, a harsh, by every indication, based on human rights. When you don't make clear whatnot, the punishment harsh. You can wait till suspend them. Sorry, you can sack them. That is the worst you can do. You sack or terminate it in service, rather than jailing him.
There are a few questions where they run in the minds of people. Say, is this of public interest, or is it because of the rampant travel where President Biodun they travel over the years, especially inside this and second term? A lot of people don't count how many times President Biodun travel, and they divided where then travels and they don't healed. Like in talking about development now the country, not just word of mouth.
Anti-Precious, it is worth noting that we have a commission, a whole institution, we will now call a RAIC, Rights to Access Information Commission. You and I have the rights to go to that commission, to go to any government established institution and ask the relevant questions. And upon asking those questions, we will be given the rights to that information.
It's actually,
I'm coming. Please, madam, please. I'm not being rude. The president in Travel One has been a subject of discussion for several times. But you ask a very salient question as cost versus achievables. In Travel One, they don't yield the required dividend what we want, or the desired results where Sierra Leoneans that they look for. In Travel One, the money where they spend, sometimes he travels on chartered flights. The cost of that chartered flight has never been told to the public. His per diem has never been stated. So the question is, I am not an expert, like I said. Are those information classified, or does the citizens of this country have the right to ask the question, or should those information should be, in the known of the public, which is very, very important.
It's actually it's quite unfortunate that we not get hard copy of the newspaper now the studio for the kind of people or the people involved in this or the people where they don't jail at this particular time for this kind of act and for know if really in a government people or people elsewhere where they investigate.
But Auntie P, these are my hands. You see me and then get cocoa, not so I am just coming from my cocoa farm in Kailam, in Kono. You understand?
Yeah.
We know Sabi book. We were not Sabi book so. We know Sabi book na for tell we. And I think say now we write as a people for let we know the presidency movement. When we move and come back, una call an impress? Is it impress? Liquidation impress, like I said in a cocoa farm. I'm not aware because I'm not. But I think say these are the information that should be in the known of the public. The presidency not Obondo Bush or Poro Bush or Wende Bush or Matoma Bush.
So how about institutions? I'm coming.
We should be in the know. We should be in, yes.
I'm coming, please. Yeah. How about institutions where we don't see they put out information about issues where don't they happen? Now the presidency, especially the Ministry of Information or State House Communication Unit, informing the people that now this thing some certain sets of people do and the action this where the governments don't decide for take. Only for I'm getting to know about this from the newspaper publication.
Again, there were times where the president traveled. They don't say the president they travel. They say the president departs. You see the security catch there. They don't say the president they travel. Because when you say the president they travel tomorrow by 5 o'clock, you don't give what I go say leakage. I think say not the choice of all that. You don't give leakage to the enemy for shoots.
Okay.
Yeah. But now when the president don't left, now I'm going to tell you say the president has departed for either Kaila Hu, Kono, McKinney, as the case may be. So by the time the man don't left already, so there is no way you can, get to him. But important, like I say, there's a waiting good for the goose should also be good for the gander.
Okay.
So if line ministries or public institutions are scrutinized for their actions, the presidency is a public office. Where Qatar give airline or plane, luxurious plane to Donald Trump, they're not talking. Me, you know,
Mr. I think you get some wrong. We argue with the comment from within the court do is that they jail these people, and it seems like we want to take them out of context.
What is your
you are making up your point as a CSO, right? And this is the thing. There are certain information which I think say the government can allow for be exposed, which are not termed as classified information.
Yes,
these are the
and
things.
I did say that.
Yes, these are not classified information. So the information where you say now that Katagi, Salon, Arnold, President Trump plane, not to classify information. It was exposed to the public. Here, what will they talk about? The people that were in jail, lead President Bill in travel itinerary. Perhaps those traveling were not meant for us to know. Perhaps those things were not meant for the public to know. And not everything President Bill is doing or the president is doing that they can allow them for people for know or the public for know because they are classified.
Okay.
Again, I am still on the premise that let me start for talker. As information then they by ethos or ethics or code of conduct and the institution then they information then the way remain for be classified. You know they put them because when you put them out, you don't put the presidency on a thin line. So again, until and unless you are told to do so, before ever they do that. But I start for say that the jail term as a punishment, as a harsh. Then for punish them, I did not contest that. I said then get right for punish them, then for sack them or then dismiss them. But for jail them, I said nine harsh.
Okay, we go try to get a hold of.
I said some aspect of the presidency
too much on this
and
issue.
some aspect of the presidency should be known. But those that are to be classified or seen or deemed to be a classified information. They're not for
We go
one
send
day.
the hard copy of this particular story and read them and do follow up and bring them back to the public for know the people were involved and how the courts come about taking this decision for jail them. We they look at another story we get to do with President Bio being appointed as eminent person for the G7 plus, and of course the G7 plus now an alliance of developing nations. Then we don't experience conflict and don't they work together for overcome some of the conflict or issues of what we don't face over the years. And we see President Bio engaging people from the G7 plus inside one high level summit for discuss issues, of course, we are just make mention of, and we get to know that during the meeting or so, they appoint President Bio as eminent person for this particular alliance within the G7 plus. Mane.
Yes, I think it's a big one for Salon. And, you know, we can always say the president is travel boku. You know, one person we always comment about in traveling too. You know, it's excessive traveling. You know, but sometimes again, there are certain things where you can score points pan where you as a liberal Sierra Leonean you want for prison, and especially this one, it's a good one for Salon. It's a good one for Africa because he has been the first African president for sit in the midst of G7. You know, he gets a very big responsibility, you know, and then kind of positions that they call it very prestigious. And so him reaching to that level, that kidder, you know, now he's the chairman for ECOWAS. Now he's part of an eminent person for G7, which I mean, it means a very good one for Salon. It means the flag of Sierra Leone is flying high. However, President Bill gets a lot of work for do, as I say, in this position, because one, you get for serve as an advisory role. It serves as an advisor.
Advisor, yeah.
Yes, so being an advisor to the people, it means your voice is being heard, not only for Sierra Leone, but for Africa as a whole. So if you are advising the G7 about certain development trend, it's just not for based purely on the Western world or developing countries. You have to focus also as well as Sierra Leone and Africa as a whole. You get another responsibility also where you get say representative of African developing countries. Is another word where you get for the play. You know, say in case of this one, also President Bio, you get to talk about the shaping the global challenges like climate change, debt relief, trade, peace, and security. My new President Bio, one of the four cardinal points that we say you get to do when he then get the position as ECOWAS chairman. One of the key ones is say for build security again.
Okay.
Trust again at the ECOWAS region. So find out say in the West African region, a lot of impasse way to go on, you know, security issues them. So him sitting in the midst of the G7, it means he get for also to talk about security issue, debt, how Africa will be relief from the debt, alone that one. All African countries that we get money to World Bank and other Western countries them. Again, so you get a lot of things for do, how for build peace. If they say the world now not at peace. So him being former junta leader and now he has been democratically elected, he don't pass through those hurdles, you know, how for bring peace come to a nation. So him sitting in the midst of the G7, it means he has a lot of work to do to build peace and see how they can build peace. We see what the going on between Ukraine and Russia, Israel and Palestine, Gaza. These are the things that happen. So he has to sit in that meet to see how he will serve as an advisor to that place again. As I say again, a prestigious and a recognition. The title itself as a whole, it raises credibility. And credibility for the into questioning, leadership issues also, and also how Sierra Leone could be vision worldwide.
Okay.
So him sitting there, it build credibility for himself, for the country, in vision for a country as a country, as an individual, and also for Africa. Mind you, he's an ECOWAS chairman, so he's representing Africa as a whole. So he gets a lot of work for this. So as I said, a big one for Salon, a big one for him, and I congratulate him. And I guess so all our good-hearted Sierra Leoneans as well go congratulate them as well.
Okay, Pewa, what do you think about this?
Firstly, or to start with, make a congratulate them, now you kudos to them and to the people of Sierra Leone. Just now I've been talking say in travel, what's are the costs versus actuals. So these are some of the actuals. I think say a campaign on a mantra say it will change the image and brand this nation differently. And these are some of the tangibles we will see. Internally or within the sub-region, so to speak, then don't make him as chairman of ECOWAS authority. Then inside AU, I think say maybe one of the chairman, was it?
Yes,
the chairman.
yes, chairman.
Yes, the African Union. Yeah. Then when we go to the United Nations, EB chair, not so, of the 10 non-permanent countries.
Yes.
Then now a member, an eminent personality of the G7.
Okay.
Like Mane say, when you sit or you sit down within them people, then the G7, the highly developed nations, where you dey amongst them. Two things. The first one, they give an image of your country. They showcase your country. For say, indeed, even though the people are small and their country is small, this is small, but they can do bigger things. They have bigger brains. Number two, it also means say the powers where they bring can to the nation. Now that's not only recognition, but it will also recommend or advance or showcase the interests of Sierra Leone. And what that means, it means that doors to investments, it go open them. Number two, security, it go ensure them. And I think it talked something yesterday. Was it yesterday? It talked about how could the UN system get a peaceful force. Okay. We don't see them. The force, there was a standby force. No, so we don't see it. It worked for we. The UN mission been get a force now. It establish democracy, it strengthen democratic institutions, etc., etc. But what's important in all of this? Now the facts say we don't open doors. We get opportunities. We get now. We talk about artificial intelligence. We talk about digital governance. We talk about agriculture. How we able to sustain the peace what we don't get. How we able for give more strength to the fledgling democracy what we don't get. So these are the the pluses where I think say Sierra Leone don't get at an international scene.
Before now, is it that Sierra Leone not they make a contribution, that kind of positive contribution as part of the G7 plus, because before President Bio they be the eminent person where they just don't appoint him will be get representative on a G7 plus.
Eminent person, it means say outstanding person. You can be class monitor. Mane can be class monitor. DJ Wonder can be class monitor. But who is more outstanding? Who has made a mark in terms of contributing to the development of this institution, in terms of bringing more ideas, more innovation into this idea. Naina the only leader, I stand to be corrected. Naina the only leader in my eyes, we get the audacity for tell the UN system, the 5, permanent members say, it is an injustice to the other nations, more so Africa. It's Africa, we get 52 countries, if not 53. They don't get representation.
Okay.
Europe, you get France, you get, I don't call the other guy. You get England, they did. You get France, then they did.
That's not the G7. The G7.
I am talking about these are the hallmarks. Now, these are the pointers or the benchmarks. When they look at for say, yes, you are a productive and visionary leader. Okay. It is an injustice to Africa and other nations. Why just 5? Would I increase and Africa for be part of the 5 permanent security members, council members.
Okay.
So based on that thing, they then say yes, this man is the most outstanding, yes, leader. In as much as other people have served in this capacity, but in own contribution, in own tenure, exemplary, unique, and therefore make an eminent member.
Okay.
Or a personality of the G7.
Okay. Away from that, quick one before we take another issue. Make we look at the National Commission for Social Action and also the Ministry of Transport and Aviation. They ask for some amount of money for the 2026 fiscal year budget allocation based on the work they do as way for increase the visibility. NACSA is requesting for 15 million euros, and Ministry of Transport and Aviation, they ask for over 73 million euros as way for, boost the transport sector. And NACSA, they ask for this money for help for develop youth them in terms of skills and also give social support or the support where they give to small business owners, youth them, and also other sector there where they don't support over the years. But looking at this particular money and considering the amount of money where them institution they ask for example, the 2025 fiscal year money, where they give a lot of these sectors can Gumble say they not can get them full budget allocation. We can solve some of them, work them, and they are asking for this huge amount of money this time around as way for expand the reach money.
Yeah, damn. Sometimes we then can make them comment there. You want for they sympathize with them, because you go to some ministry, you get to see some projects that we stall. You see them go tell you say Ministry of Finance, they not me give we budget, we annual budget. No, not me give we annual budget. We force quota, second quota, and not me give we. So therefore, this project we don't propose say we for do, we will not able for do. However, even as much as we then go don't give some of them their ministries there them budget, their quota for they'll say the first quarter, second quarter. Now they are going for the third quarter for 2025. Now you go on for ask, what did they do with the first 2 quarter money? Because some of these budget here in there, it can find for the ministry, they ask them, they can show evidence of the work of the project that we then do. Because asking for them, requesting for them kind of huge money, you need for show evidence of work.
Yeah, then keep doing.
Yes, show evidence.
Again,
yeah, then go to the ministry during this budget hearing, explain to the ministry waiting and waiting then do with the money we then give them the previous year, waiting they're able for achieve, also they may get some lapses and waiting them plan for do going forward.
Yes.
Antipi, it's not clear this side. Antipi, me not to change to budget hearing, year in, year out.
Okay.
I don't get the privilege and the opportunity for represent civil society on budget discussion and hearings. What we don't find out from the civil society perspective is that then they can't ask for money, but they know the accounts like money they say.
That's for civil society, you mean?
From the
from the MDAs.
Yes, from the civil society perspective,
okay.
And they give you the actions of MDAs. During budget discussion and budget hearing.
But that's the normal procedure.
I am coming.
For explain what you don't do the previous money and explain what you want for do the money way then therefore allocate to you. That's the procedure.
Okay,
except otherwise.
Okay, make a shock you.
Okay.
During the tenure of Dr. Hinga Sandy as Minister of Trade and Industry, they go sorry for salon. They go sorry for salon. Some of we find ourselves in this platform. We not get money, we not get salary. But for the love of Sierra Leone. There was this lofty project where the minister, presents to the budget, hearing committee, yeah? He said that they opened the best market na Kwendu. And that market will be the hub for the MRU, Mano River Union. Then open a slide, then show we a prototype of the project, the construction, I go look like the facilities, everything. It was amazing. I don't remember the cost for the budget, but it cost billions. At the end of the day, when they come for the next hearing, they did not discuss about that. The other year we didn't come.
Okay.
I know they say the Ministry of Finance, they give them all the money. That I cannot sit
So
here
what's the
and say,
responsibility for check those institutions?
That is why
it is the Ministry of Finance.
That is why audit ceremony is there. That is why audit ceremony, it is the work of the audit departments. But yes, I agree with you that the ministry has a responsibility to ask those money questions.
Follow-up questions, yeah.
So what they say, and for Q from which manner they say, and when SCC, for me, if all this Sierra Leone don't come out with in findings about Epic Radio to the board of trustees, as the case may be, now their responsibility for ensure say until Epic Sierra Leone accounts for the resources that was disbursed to the institution, they're not for us for any other money.
Okay.
Now then it don't be with recommendation from where the Pope na be altar boy until this time that if Daniel Espewa cannot account for the funds that were disbursed to him during 2024 financial or fiscal year, if you like, and not get no locus.
So this means that the Ministry of Finance really need for doing more in that aspect because
Ministry of Finance, not a minister, like I say, Ministry of Finance for the do budget hearing with all the Sierra Leone and that of ACC.
Okay.
If we want to get on straight, when I say budget hearing or budget discussion, Ministry of Finance, not to no more forget the chair, you get DBOs, you get civil society. No. All the Sierra Leone for Dede, ACC for Dede, that if Daniel Espewa cannot account for the 10 million that was given to him during 2025 budget discussion and fiscal year, he has no locus to come back and ask for another 10 million for another project without having or giving an account for the previous funds that we have discussed.
Even where MBA and the GI accounts as well, the ACC has to make mention audit service for DD for able for answer
some of them
answer to the Ministry of Finance say yes, this is true or this is right. They have been doing this and this is
so you need practical evidence. This is the problem. Do not get practical evidence.
Now, these are
most of the things already they say on paper.
On paper.
And when we talk, say last time, say we will make this and this market. But when they carry all that for the money, now on paper back, they know they go to the site for go prove whether that money will be given.
Okay.
They may be the market,
and maybe the other institution may be oversight committee from parliament.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the problem. So look at this one. NACSA they say they want money for make they able for develop youth skills. I mean, of youth and get skills.
They make mention of the one them where they don't able for give skills.
What the evidence?
Over 4,000 of them.
In the case of NACSA, I was talking on MDAs, but in the case of NACSA, it will be disingenuous on my part to sit here and bash them negatively.
Okay.
The reason is this: I have been a part. We are not going to call an oversight. But for myself, from the civil society angle, if we think that they do not reality. Now, the only institution that one day we don't take civil society right across the country, pinpointing or showcasing their activities in real time. There was a project where I think, is it Arab development or I don't remember, but the funds came from the Arab Saudi, Saudi development, blah blah blah. Then you're supposed to set up resource centers. Now some district there. Kolifama Bank, na Tonkolili district was one of the beneficiary chiefdoms. We went to Dodo in Kenima, Dodo chiefdom in Kenima, now be one of the whatnots. We went to Bangbatuk in Moyamba district, now be one of the. I think about 10, but now they one they member. I don't remember the other side. Then show we in real time the investments. We then do, we then say 10 million, I not go sit down and say na 10 million they spend because we're not a financial expert. But that is the institution where them pinpoint say, this is what we have done, this is what we intend to do, and this is what we have, started doing. Then pinpoint water supply, resource centers, who say pick comrade and they take them picking them like a nursery school, then get a market. Now a resource center then creates. Yeah. Then create another department when like a IT center. People then they can't charge them phones.
Okay.
IT but then if you mobile get problem at the Google whatnot, you don't need for kind of free or go na any others, you can you make and day. Yeah. I think the other institution will do that. Now UADF, Universal Access Development Fund, through the Ministry of Communication and Technical Innovation. So these are the tangible. So that kind of if you can't say at the ask for social money, it's not questionable. But transport and aviation. Ministry of Trade, Social Welfare, they want them day, and many others. Ministry of many others. There should be tangibles. And when we see them tangibles, then now we go get the guts now for can sit down before Ministry of Social Welfare, Ministry of Finance. They want them. I think so we need for supporting them more.
Thank you, Pewa. I will come back to now for make we look at the final issue before peak calls, but make we take this quick one. Running out of data, not anymore. With Orange data bundles, you get daily, weekly, and monthly options to match your budget. All prices dropped. Stay connected for work, school, or just scrolling through your socials stress-free. Dial *800# or buy on the Maxit app today. Orange data your way every day. And this message is coming from Orange Sierra Leone. Quick one, as I said before we take our final issue, make we look at and a gathering we happened yesterday, USAI report on gender-based violence case them we happen at the country inside the first half of the year show say case them of sexual and gender-based violence or we happen to picking them na junior secondary school them amounts to 516. Followed by senior secondary school picking them, we make up of 354 case them, and the number I passed the case them reported last year, we na 2024. Because of this reason and other one, they make Rainbow Initiative together with Purposeful, with funded from Trokia and other partner them, all one high-level stakeholders consultation on the annual publication of the sexual offenders database, where them say need for be published so that people go know GBV perpetrator them as way for discourage them not for repeat the same crime after we then go to return at the community them. Well, the engagement will happen Tuesday, September 23 this year at the new Brookfields.
Post 2025 GBV incident reports them.
Section 44 of the Sexual Offences Act 2012 as amended in 2019 mandated the publication of sex offenders database. But 6 or 7 years down the line, that has not happened. There are so many things I want to look at. So that is why we call all of you to see if really that should be an advocacy that we should involve into. We want to look at the pros and the cons of all of these things. Do we have data that shows that we've had people that are repeated perpetrators who have committed the crime 1 or twice? Is that worrying? Is this something that we should focus on? Or is there another advocacy that you think we can talk about that are more able to help us to?
That's Nabob Lamin, Communication and Advocacy Manager for Rainbow Initiative, where it highlights the issue of the sexual offences database, where it's important in the fight against GBV. Inside Komon-Tok, the monitoring and evaluation officer for Rainbow Initiative, Mark Bawo, say the 2025 data, just like the 2024 data, reveal that Freetongue accounts for the highest percentage of sexual assault cases. We move from 1,304 inside 2024 to 1,345 for the first half of 2025. It continues say a breakdown of this number shows say kindergarten picking them, but them sexually assault for the first half of this year. Now 40 primary school picking them make up of 349, junior secondary school picking them make up of 516, senior secondary school picking them make up of 354, and 13 victim them from university and other one them.
Now we say if the year come to an end now, what will happen? Because we still have timing, right? There is data that we have not recorded from July
July coming down to this month. And then this data will continue on until December. So let's assume we are in this same place. We are talking about another 6 month data. Just 6 months, we are like 17, picking them, they will have 17 of them. We exceed the number who we think safe or don't come down. But still they go up. I think this is the reason why people of such nature in this particular place here, we able to think, say, okay, we get 10 data there, so what thing we go do? What do we do next? Who do we talk to? Do we have to bring this one in the parliament? We all know members and then are not saying ready for making really tell we how they say go put issues in place, how they go able to make sure that these things come to a kind of level. Maybe if they try to pull the perpetrators them now by their faces, particularly at the school levels, it could be something that could be mitigated.
Florence Nanaya Manu Obapa Teloyong Esquire, one of the facilitators them for the engagement, highlight some of the missing link in law them where they against GBV and what need for be done going forward.
Even though there was a requirement, the spirit of the law and why that was written in the 2019 Act is because in other countries, you publishing the database, when it means database, the name, biography, the face, and everything of an SP or a sexual offenses offender, it causes deterrence. The person now knows, say, me, they don't know me, say, this crime, I don't do them. So when it is now known in Australia that this person has the capabilities, not that we will continue to judge the person, no, but then when it is now known that this person has the capabilities of doing this crime, one thing that it will do is to it acts as a deterrence. So that individual, that when he or she goes into a community, at the end of the day, he or she will tend to cope. They will try for behaving safe.
But waiting member of parliament them think about this issue and waiting them don't they do as way for address Honorable Catherine Zainab Tarawali, now the chairperson for the Parliamentary Committee for Gender and Children's Affairs.
The minister and the ministry itself, they are putting whatever together so that by the end of the year, the database will be published. For the past 2 days, I was with them. We're having a big meeting in the office and we are discussing issues of that particular issue because the act has been amended since 2019 and now it's 2025. The lapses are so huge. And it is not just that. Sections 44 clear. And if sections 44 is clear, we need to do the needful. We need to do the needful for the benefits of Sierra Leone and for the benefits of our children's children.
At the end of the engagement, stakeholders they may review and finalize the campaign blueprint, key messages, action points them, and commitments towards the same cause, and also form a multi-stakeholder planning committee and other one them, whether in line with survivor-centered approach them, and commitments as well for advanced GBV accountability in the country. For the Epic Morning Show, Marion Precious, George.
Welcome back. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we don't discuss a range of issues. Quick one before we pick calls. May we take this? Now you can create your own bundle just the way you like it with the orange your own bundle. Choose how much voice and data you want. Talk more, browse more. It's all up to you. Dial star 889# now to build your perfect bundle. You can also get it on Maxit. As I said before, pick few calls inside the show. I make mention of VP Jules Dejalo giving scholarship to 4 teachers for go study in China as way for make them get more knowledge about them practice. And according to reports, the Sierra Leone Teachers Union and then be provide the 4 teachers them way then thought fit say for get the scholarship for go study in China. Just few seconds on this particular story before we pick the calls. Pewa.
Now a good one. I also tell the government thank you, the Vice President Boku thank you for giving the opportunity to teachers for making the upgrade themselves at in their career. But I think that this is just a drop in an ocean. It not make any significant difference because when you look at the number of teachers, you're talking about thousands and 4 people. I think say yearly, at least if not 100 teachers yearly, then they upgrade them, for various disciplines within or careers within the deliver to we picking them. But more importantly, the teachers, the way they teach children or picking them with disabilities is very, very important. The one that we get hearing impairment, the one that we get speech impairment, the one that we get vision impairment. A very, very
So
important.
the country not gets Boko of the
Boko of them one and they
Okay.
sign languages.
Okay.
And for me, I think say in every MDA, government forgets, sign language interpreters. Like when they go to UN, so government for care go sign language interpreters is very important because some picking then they, according to expert, then get slow learning. So then teachers then they for be specialized in those areas in making sure that they deliver, the tangible services where the picking need.
Okay.
So giving scholarship to 4 teachers, then say a journey of 1,000 miles, they begin with a step. But this is very infinitesimal.
Okay.
So at least 100 teachers yearly on an annual basis, they forgive 100 scholarships to teachers.
Okay.
For them go get,
Yes, man, it's quick pass.
Yes. Mr. Pewa, I like in grammar then. We need decimal anyway. And so, this is not a good one though, but the question I have to ask now, why now? This government update into power up to 7 years now. Would they expect the next 3 years and we'll go into election? So, and we remember, say President Biomi say when he come to power, he go before see how he go empower teachers in the education sector. And education is one of the flagship program, the main flagship program. So if you are going to empower teachers, you wait for after 7 years or after 6 years of your presidency. Now you want to begin to empower 4 teachers out of the 1,000 of teachers we get. It means nothing, To be honest, it means nothing. It's very unfair. It's very unfair to the people of Sierra Leone. It's very unfair to the teachers because you came with that. It was in a manifesto that you're going to empower teachers. Education is your key. Stood where you will stand on, and now you start to say the empower teachers, and then you start to just one. I take the cue from Mr. Pewa, say at least if we don't be every year we get 100.
Okay.
Say them from the command power, and at least we don't get up to 10,000 teachers will not be empowered. And now these empowerments now, these 4 teachers will only go to China for leadership training, on education. And they mentioned some of the things they say: record school management, record keeping, administration, and the rest. These are the things that will have all the key. Things that we teachers them for don't be trained on, whether for don't study. Like we talk about the sign language, how to deal with handicap speaking them, special needs speaking them.
Okay.
We have a lot of teachers. So if you wait after 6 years to 7 years of governance, we get 10 years, and then you say now,
okay,
it's for me. I think it's unfair.
Okay, we'll take calls now inside the show. We'll go first caller on the phone. Good morning.
Morning. My name is Said. I call from Central.
Yes, Said. Go ahead.
Let's talk about the president in Travel One. First of all, no one will say president talk to whom is where you travel. That's sweet. And this hunger say, well, then go to America, so New York this hour. They get sweet less than $3,000-4,000 per day. So they talk about the people their money. They're supposed to account for their money and not for the finance and the goodies for normal for the president. Being a member of G7, what thing are the benefits of the salon people? You talk about Africa forget 2 permanent seats at the UN. A continent where they will feed themselves. A continent we can't even trade within themselves. A continent we need visa. Take today for going to certain countries. Now that continent is something a willing contribution to the United Nations.
Okay, Side. Thank you. 079994993 now the number for call and make your contribution inside the show. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we don't discuss a range of issues. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Hello.
Yes, your name outside the call from.
Paconte the call from Obgon.
Go ahead, Paconte.
I tell you now, thank you. When they try for educate we, what's in the apple now the country, what's in the apple for the president, what's in the apple for the vice president. Look what in the vice presidents don't do. We tell them thank you. Although it's small, but this not starting. When they don't start soup and the teacher, they let them go continue for that. Because if you be lawyer, not teacher. If you be president, not teacher. You be permanent secretary, not teacher. You be doctor. Anything what they do, not teacher, they do. Because when the president be campaign, the same way kind of power, they give scholarship to teacher after 10 years.
Okay, thank you.
You are senior teacher.
Thank you.
But we not see them.
Okay. Will they take more calls? 079994993 and the number for call inside the show and make a contribution. Hello, your name outside the call form.
Good morning, Marius.
Good morning.
This is Commander Jibodi Wataloma, please.
Go ahead, sir.
My sister, we still stand for Ethic Radio because Ethic Radio don't be one of the radio, Republic of Sierra Leone culture. The Sierra Leone will get passion. Because reason be, when they bring independent civil society them for giving the correct information. So on behalf of the Atalo people who want to kudos to Ethic Radio, Marius, let me respond quick about His Excellency in Travel One. So me, I'm not a stand for defend nobody, but today the father of the nation. And the position where he get the responsibility where he get, actually travel low. He not just alone, I don't know country. Now we want to thank God what alone we don't get like by European Union. Now they give money.
Okay.
So if somebody they give you money, you know they go there, all the come back, you don't be pressed chairman for ECOWAS. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You want to know more. When the party worker, that one let God put blessing, let this country have better.
Thank you so much.
And by grace of God.
Yes, 07999949993. We'll take more calls inside the show. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Me da pa kontra the goal for the talk.
Go ahead, sir.
The problem that I have when I talk no more about what's they happy now, what's they don't happy. I'm not going one for my salon in Bopa, what's they don't happy before. Because what do you mean once now for the accident put clear, what's happening of the
Hello. Oh. Anyway, 07999949993. We'll take a few more calls and wrap up the show this morning. Call and make your contribution regarding the issues we just don't discuss. Hello? Hello? Hello, your name outside the call phone.
Hello? This is Almami. Let God bless you now. Let God bless you all. One thing I want to realize and let we get, we all are Sierra Leonean. Then we take education as the foundation for any serious nation. Education are the foundation. And one thing for know that if teacher not get passion, if he not get ration, he need to get passion for the job. We get for no say food they interpret this free education, waiting to make it be free, and the beginner will get what he need. Now when we make the teachers they happy, but we conscience, then we sit down with conscience. Teacher don't disgrace the most disgrace that this country. When people are corrupt fast teacher, then disgrace them. All them go they don't get them. Let them make them happy for let this nation be better, please. But we be ungrateful for education. Then we pay attention because it will be a bad foundation.
Anyways, 07999949993. Call and make a contribution inside the show. We take 3 more calls and end the show. Hello.
Hi, Ruma.
I'm fine.
Pamusa, they call at Go
ahead, Pamusa.
I help me, brother, for pray for the country. If you not for prayer no more, we don't need pray. But we will let this country, we know Bilahi, if you really will let this country, and I think say you know go look the you picking P. I been on the talk this. Nobody picking that you begin the marking, but the way done, then you say let God help this me pick here. How God will help her? Yes, God don't give you 5 senses. Then we don't tell wait and then before we wait busy then at the land for let the country move. Yes, then but that's all nothing again your mind. Then all they think about their own selfish. You see? So they forget about the 7 million people. But the country, they na the handle because then we put people. So let them think about we. Then they know say we all get this country all together. Let them know they teach we like say we are foreigners.
Thank you,
so now that's no more. Me brother.
Anyways, 2 more calls and wrap up the show. 07999949993. Now the number for call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name outside the call from.
My name is Akiva. I'm from Mambo by the Peninsula.
Go ahead.
Really, my brother, I will talk about the teachers then. You see, really, they don't value the teachers in the country. It's all not. Really. So the education is quality education. How the quality education will go on with the teachers and please them. all the things already paid in time. They say too low at the country. Then the teachers they really suffer. And the teachers they do well at the country. And them for the government for look up to. But really the government is down. They down to the teachers then. Really let the government take note about that.
Thank you. One more call and we'll end the show. 079-994-993. Hello.
FPJ.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Father Lambert.
Go ahead, Father Lambert.
One thing me one let them know from up the higher authority that the first gentleman, a teacher and in teacher, where they like it, they get in position. I know they think about the ministers and now and the honorable in the councillors, and so why don't know they sacrifice a teacher? Then you say you want free and quality education. Empty bag cannot stand. If you sacrifice the teachers, them they go do all the 14 syllables or 12 syllables for them we begin and go they will get a better education. But the teachers then they suffer. Look the salary of the teachers. Look the one they did before. So how don't go they will get free and quality education when you know they be say the teacher therefore be happy in their life. So this will know from the first gentleman, take on and let them know say na teacher will and then at the position. So the need for give teacher the satisfaction. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're not going to take any more calls inside the show. As a way for respond to the concerns where the callers raise.
You know, excuse me. It's so disappointing at this time, this 21st century for the teachers, then they, grumble for condition of service, not to talk about salaries. And I quite agree with all the callers that if you sit down at this position today, a teacher responsible for your upbringing, for mold you, from your teacher to your lecturer or to your tutor, and they're responsible for mold you, for be a better person in a society. And therefore, by every indication, then people, they don't know for embarrass them. In fact, they're not for the grumble, they're not for the strike. But if every minister is giving, SUV will cost thousands of dollars, one minister, why you not go make the teacher get his salary on time and waiting due on time? Rather than get for go on strike, or get for negotiate with them before ever then they open schools. It's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. And coming down to budget hearing, I think say the parliamentary oversight where they go approve them budget then they. The entire parliament where they go approve them budget then they. Therefore make sure say during every budget hearing or at the end of every fiscal year, when they say budget hearing, then for be part of the hearing or discussion. That is one. Number two, now a responsibility of all this service Sierra Leone and that of ACC also, and civil society, district-based organizations, and our development partners, then for be part of the budget hearing. So that at the end of the day, then self go able for scrutinize MDAs then they. Very, very important. If we want for corruption at at the stage where we no one let it reach. Very, very important. And then also coming to the issue of the report we come out from Rainbow Initiative. It's very alarming, it's very unfortunate. For say we school picking and don't become praise to their male counterparts or to their teachers. It's unfortunate. The girl picking them, the innocent girl picking them, then don't become praise, and then their male counterparts then don't become the predators or pedophiles. It's very, very alarming. I think say we need for also formulate policies that when you deflower or abuse you classmates or you school mates sexually, the punishment when them for institute against you, then for deprive you from going to school for a particular number of time. When this is done, I think Senai will be the panacea or the silver bullet for the way we arrest then.
Thank you.
Anomalies then.
Yes, man, a quick one.
Yes, I want to say thank you to the callers them. We always appreciate them, their calls at the time where they take always for call and respond to programs, the various programs we'll get on the radio. I have also the pin on the practical example, practical evidence when it comes to budget hearing. It's not about paper or speak big English na and the budget hearing, the Minister of Finance, all is seated. We have investigative bodies here that we don't being empowered to investigate. We will mention about the audit service alone, ACC. However, they are not doing this for themselves for score political goal. Rather, they do them for the people of Sierra Leone. So if a government allocate budget to you, particular sum of money to you, and you don't propose you want to carry out this project, make it short, say it happened.
Okay.
You are not doing it alone for yourself. You do one for Salone. Look how much here now, we're over 64 years now. We don't get independent. Yeah, we talk about development in the world. See, we're far beyond development. So these are the things. And then we are the same people again, they go around back again and say Salone not develop. So we need for always to do something for the interest of Salone.
Okay.
When it comes to education, President Biomi always say a focus on the teachers and for develop them. We see some years back in the award, best teacher award. We don't know what happened. We don't know whether it will happen this year. That's not sufficient. It's good. It's welcoming. It's encouraging. But we need more.
Okay.
I say we need more because myself and a teacher, all parents are teachers.
Thank you.
The parents, the teachers, they need more. They need more empowerment. They need more focus on them.
Thank you so much.
Railway line bridge. That block with them blocker. Not to an answer.
We will talk about that.
Railway line bridge. Not a time bomb.
We don't go above time.
A time bomb to SLA.
Thank you, Daniel Pewa and also James Kamaramane for joining the discussion this morning. Thanks to DJ Wonder, we always give you technical support inside the studio. Abubakar Bendu. And so you see make una see live on Facebook. CD, Samuel and the rest make una see live na Stick Television. And thanks so much. The producers of the show na Fatima Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya, executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again with another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious George say have a beautiful day and tata.